yogis. Second day of spring. So nice to be blessed with the sunshine outside. So I hope you got some time to spend outside to soak in that joy. It's still there. And today we have, as always, 45 minutes together of yoga. And as always, please make this your practice. If you are injured, if you feel low energy or high energy, then please do your thing. As many shapes, chaturangas as you like, or as little as you like. Deal? Good. We get started on our backs. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees wide, and allow yourself to be completely open here, so your arms in a 90-degree shape out by your side. Take your time to wriggle yourself into the shape. And then start the connection inwards by physically closing your eyes. And this is your time to disconnect from the outer world, your devices, and to connect to your inner world. And let's do just that. Give yourself a breath in and a whole of your breath out. And take a couple more rounds of breath here to truly arrive. Give yourself complete permission to be here. No matter where you are, where you have been, you arrived now on your mat. And everything is a let go, a release, a shift of some sort. Take another deeper breath in. Clear it out through the lips. And then bring the soles of your feet flat. Hug your knees into your chest one by one and give yourself a little hug. A roll to one side with your knees together or wide. Roll to the other direction to massage your lower back. Good. Find stillness. Place your left foot on the mat and extend your right leg up to the ceiling. You can interlink the hands behind your right thigh, or you can slide your hands up your calves wherever you can reach. And then go ahead, feel free to extend your left leg out if it serves you. And close your eyes and allow your eyes to be soft, ideally closed. Feel into yourself. The breath as it flows in, and the breath as it flows out. Let this be simple. Let's take 2 more rounds. Invite in simplicity. Deep breath in, breath out, and then let's release your left arm out by your side for a counterbalance. Your right hand somewhere outside of your right leg. Keep your left hip heavy on the ground, and then take your right leg out to the side. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just go as far as you can without lifting your left hip off the ground. You can roll your head into the opposite direction, over to the left. 2 of your own breaths. Be connected to the sensations, your breath, the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Good, let's rise back up. Now hug your right knee into your chest. Twist your right knee over to the left. This time your right arm goes out like a wing. Keeping your right shoulder as heavy as you can down to the ground. 3 rounds of breath. Good, slow, connected. 1 more in and out. Beautiful yogis. Let's come onto the back again. Hug 2 knees in. And let's go to the other side. Right foot comes down. Extend your left leg high. Option, extend your right leg out. Couple moments here in this shape. Staying connected to the breath. Sensations flexing to feet if you can. Let's take this out to the left. So your right arm goes out, your left leg, let it go to the left. Keep your right hip heavy to the ground. Just notice, become aware, sensations most obvious, and maybe even the reactions that are coming up for you. Let's come back through center, re-bend your left leg, and then take your twist, your left knee over to the right. Left shoulder heavy, your head can roll over to the left. 3 breaths. Good, enjoy this beautiful twist here. And let's come back to the back. Hug your knees in. And rock and roll yourself a couple of times up and down your mat. And when you feel like you gathered enough momentum, let's cross your shin bones in front of you, roll over the knees, and come into an all-fourth position. Now let's take a couple of cows and cats here, staying connected to your core, your midsection, as you lift your sit bones, your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then round the upper back and slide your shoulder blades apart. Now you can stay with that cat and cow, or you can lift your heels, squeeze them up into your sit bones in your cow. Press the tops of the feet down as you round into the upper back, lifting your shin bones off the ground. Do whatever feels right for you. Let's take about 2 to 3 more rounds here to move in your own way and trusting your intuition. Good movement to breath, breath to movement. Let this be simple, invite in simplicity. Good, let's take 1 more round. And then we slide back into a child's pose, hips back to the heels. Lower back release, some might feel this in your upper legs. Deep breath in. Empty completely. And let's rise up onto our shin bones. Lift your arms up high and then cactus your arms. Good. From there, let's take a little lean back, lift up through your heart as you breathe in, and then bring your elbows together in front of you and around through the upper back. Feel like this cat and cow shape here. Again, reach your arms high, breathe in, cactus your arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lean back, open up through your heart, elbows come together as you round. 1 more time, reach up, look up if you can. Cactus your arms, exhale. Lean back, open your heart, breathe in. This is your cow shape. Elbows together into your cat shape. Good, let's reach your arms high. This time will be different. Child's pose, circle your arms wide, down and back towards your heels, head to the floor. Come back up again, reach your arms up high, deep breath in. Cactus your arms to empty. Lean back, open up, breathe in. Elbows together and empty. Really try and squeeze your elbows together. Reach up through your arms, look up. Child's pose, circle your arms back and down. 1 more round like that. Rise on high, breathe in. Cactus empty. Lean back, full body breath. Elbows together to exhale. Lift up through your arms, look up. Child's pose. Sit all the way back. Good, from there, let's reach your arms forwards. Let's shift forwards, tuck your toes under into your downward facing dog. Pedal out through your legs. Do what feels intuitively right for you. If you're a little bit newer to this practice of yoga, your hands are shoulder width distance apart and your feet are hip width distance apart. Almost like 2 fists in between your 2 feet. Spreading the fingers to a comfortable level, and then in particular press those index finger knuckles down and the knuckle from your thumb. Let's take 1 more deep breath in. Steady your eyes if you can, and let's bend your knees and drop down child's pose, hips back to your heels. Now slide your right hand back towards your right hip. Circle your right arm back, look back, shift forwards into all fours. Circle your right arm up into a twist. Keep on circling your arm forwards and downwards into your child's pose. Do this a few more times. Slide your arm back and up as you breathe in. Forwards and down as you empty. 3 more rounds. Arm reaches back and high. Forwards and down. Savor the moment. How slowly can you move and breathe? Forwards and down. Good. Now next time your arm comes up, stay there in your twist. Hug your lower belly to your spine. Find some strength in your midsection. Good. Now roll your left shoulder back in space. Breathe in. Twist. Twist. Thread the needle. Right arm underneath your left armpit. Now reach your left arm out in front of you and maneuver your left hip slightly back in space. So your 2 hips are evenly pointing back behind you. Let's give yourself 2 of your own most honest and authentic breaths. Allow yourself to experience what comes up for you in each and every single shape. Staying connected. Next time you breathe in, slide your left hand back, reach your right arm up, and then come into a modified side plank. Step your right leg back, swivel the left shin more back behind you for more stability. Right arm reaches up, and take a moment to circle or spin your left shoulder back in space, so you're integrating your shoulder joint. A breath in and out. Reach your right arm forwards, stay there for a moment. Feel the extension in your right side body, the stretch and the space created. Look down, circle your right hand down to the floor and step back into a high plank. High plank, this is strong. Please honor the body at all times. If you need to release the knees because you're feeling this in your lower back, please do. Or for whatever reason. Good, wherever you are, look forwards. Shift a little forwards. Keep the core connected, your arms strong. And then lower yourself down to the mat. Let's make fists with your hands underneath your elbows. Hug and magnetize your inner elbows in. Point your toes, strong legs and core. Peel your chest off the ground for Cobra. Now lift your fists off the ground. Good. Hug the chin a little into the chest so the back of the neck is long. One more breath in. Stay up high and then extend your arms behind you as you empty. Rebend through your arms, fists a little higher, elbows in. Release the thumbs, release your head to the ground. Let's tuck the toes under, come back to down dog, through all fours, high plank if you like, to your downward facing dog. Pedal out through your legs a bit. Reconnect. Use the connection points, the 4 parts, your 2 hands and your 2 feet. Your breath and your drishti, your eye gaze in between your 2 feet. Staying connected and present. Good, let's bend your knees, drop your knees down to the earth, unhook your toes, come back into a child's pose. Straight away, let's slide your left hand back towards your left hip, reach it back and up, shift forward, circle your arm forwards and down. Good, child's pose, left hand slides back. I think you get the picture now. Circle your arm, and take your time, please, yogis. Circle, arm high, breathe in, forwards and down to empty. Let's take 2 more rounds just for yourself. The invitation to close your eyes. And notice if you're just going through the motion, I'm circling my arm, easy. But can you do it with intention, almost like you're moving through molasses? Good, next time you lift your left arm high, stay there in your twist. Re-energize your midsection, your right palm grounding firmly down, and then take your twist, your left arm over to the right. Feel free to reach your right arm forwards. In my body, that's a beautiful release for my whole right side body. Good, shift your right hip a tad to the back. And notice the subtle changes, how it changes the sensations. 3 breaths. Good. This practice of yoga is to get to know ourselves, to reconnect, to experience whatever comes up for you. Next time you breathe in, slide your right hand back, lift your left arm up, and then take this into your modified side plank, your left leg back, swivel the right shin bone back behind you. Look up to your left hand if you can, and then take a moment to roll your right shoulder back in space. Shoulder blade squeeze, midsection on, breathe in. Extend your left arm overhead, stay there for a moment, fingertips alive, look down, high plank, step your right leg back in space. Knees can drop to the earth or not. Let's re-energize the lower belly. Your arms are strong and your triceps are hugging back. Energize your legs and then shift forwards, take a breath in, lower down to the earth, knees or no knees. Make fists with your hands, lift up into Cobra. Now extend your arms back behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, you're getting really strong in your upper back. Rebend through your arms, breathe in, come a little higher, release your fists and lower back down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, empty the breath. Let's lift high onto the tippy toes, bend your knees, and then stroll your feet up to the front of the mat. Please take your time. Whatever we are doing on the mat, we do it with attention. Let's come into a half belly lift. Lengthen the spine, chin slightly to the chin slightly to the chest. Forward fold. Never leave me alone in a room. I talk nonsense. Half belly lift to breathe in and forward fold. Hopefully we do not have to do this any longer, but I feel like a couple more weeks. Half belly lift, by the way, I miss you. Breathe in and forward fold. Good, let's rise to standing, connect the feet, bend your knees, roll up to standing, circle your wings up and high, and then rest your hands at your heart center. Let's keep on moving, yogis. Reach your arms up, breathe in, and forward fold. Half V lift. Step your left leg to the back of the mat. Stay there. Hug the right hip gently back so your hips are even. Ground your right heel down and then hug your right heel back even to the back of the mat. It's all energetic. Good, lower belly on. Ground your palms. Step back to your high plank. Shift forwards on the breath in. Know your knee option to your low plank. Now option all the way to the earth for a cobra shape to peel the chest off the ground. If you feel ready, you can come into an up dog with your knees, thighs off the ground, outer shoulders back. And then use your core to roll back into your downward facing dog. Let's lift your left leg to the back and up. Hips are square, right hip back. Easy tiger, knee towards your nose, shoulders are on top of your wrists. Now press the palm strong, your arms are long, and then step the foot in between your hands. Take one breath in here, look forwards. Step the back foot up to the front and fold. Rise to standing, big sweep up. Forward fold, all the way down towards your toes. Take a lift, breathe in. Step your right leg to the back of the mat. And take a moment here to hug the left hip back. Ground your left heel down so we are fully in the body, connected. Now ground your palms, breathe in. Step back to your high plank. Shift forwards, breathe in. To your low plank to lower. Cobra or upward facing dog, strong legs, chin slightly to the chest. Downward facing dog to empty. Lift your right leg back and up. Easy tiger to the nose. Press the palms, lengthen your arms. Step the foot to the front. One breath in here. Open up your body, your chest, your heart. Step the back foot to the front. Rise to standing. Hands to your heart center. Let's do this one more round. Reach up high and forward fold. Nothing complicated. Half wheel. Step the left leg back. Ground your palms, right leg back to your high plank. Shift forwards, fill the body with air. As you empty, lower yourself down halfway. Good Cobra, up dog, breathe in, outer shoulders back, shoulder blade squeeze. Downward facing dog to empty. Left leg sweep it high to tiger. Step the foot, breathe in, open, back foot to the front. Rise to standing. Straight away, fold forwards over your legs. Half wheel. Right leg back. Ground your palms, step into your high plank. Shift forwards, breathe in. Lower yourself with patience, halfway or all the way. You practice upward facing or Cobra, downward facing dog. Empty any stale energy out. Right leg high, easy tiger. Look forwards, step your foot. On fingertips, look forwards, breathe in. Step the back foot up to the front. Let's rise to standing. Hands to your heart. Hopefully you're warm by now. Good, let's release your hands. Take a breath in and allow yourself to be here. Ready for what's to come. Now let's sweep your arms up. Katasana, chair pose. Good. And then sit into your chair. Try not to sit into a chair that comes up with like lots of drama. Come into a point where you can feel challenged but not overly creating drama in your mind. Good. So feel the 2 feet grounding, your arms reaching up. Take another breath in and then bring your hands to your heart. Lengthen your spine, midsection on, twist yourself over to the right side. Thumb tips to the middle of your chest. Lengthen the spine forwards. Maybe twist a little further as you empty, knees are together. Come back into chair, breathe in. Hands to your heart. Re-lengthen, notice what comes up in the mind. Twist over to the left. Good, just become aware. Good, now from here, take one more breath in, press your palms, maybe twist a little further as you empty. Come back into your chair, just for one more breath in, and then forward fold. Thanks goodness I can't see your rolling eyes right now. Half big lift, breathe in, and then into your downward facing dog. If you want to come through high to low plank, please do. To your low plank as you empty, upward facing into your back bend. Feel the hip release here as well. Downward facing dog. Good, in your downward facing dog. Let's lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Take your easy tiger, knee towards your nose, and then step your foot through. Let's bend the back knee a bit, reach up into your crescent lunge, and then take your time to reconnect to you. We use the contact to the floor. We use the breath as a second component. And we use our eyes, our drishti, focus to one point as a third component. So we are truly present right here, right now. Squaring off the hips, lower belly on. Reach the fingertips a little higher, breathe in. Let's come to cactus arms again. Lean back, lift up, breathe in, expose your heart. Elbows together, round through just the upper back. One more time, reach up, breathe in, cactus arms to empty. Lift up, look up, breathe in. Elbows together, empty completely, lower belly to spine. Reach up and high, warrior 2 to empty. Good, your eyes over your front fingertips, slightly out of breath. And then just notice whatever bubbles up for you in your practice. And they say, no matter how hidden, buried, numb, or distracted we've been, whatever is on the inside will make its way up to the surface. So just become aware, listen. Lunge a little lower into the front knee, ground your 2 feet down, fingertips alive. Let's reverse this warrior as you breathe in. And then come into your side angle. Modified, if you like, left arm overhead and your right elbow to your right thigh. Notice if you lost the strength in your core, it's quite easy to do. If you lost the connection to breath, breath can be so automatic. Can you make it intentional? Create this connectivity to yourself. Hug the heels in, just gently underneath your mat. Reach the left fingertips a little more. Maybe if you want it, reach 2 arms to the front. Do a hasta. Take 1 more breath in. And then 2 hands down to the earth to empty. Step your right leg to the back into high plank or straight to down dog. Shift forwards, lower to low plank. Nice and slow. Fresh breath in, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog as you empty. Straight to the other side, left leg lifts. Into your tiger. Look forward, step your foot. Rise into your crescent lunge. Take a couple of breaths here. Tailbone lengthens down, midsection on. Connect to the ground with your feet. Connect to breath and use your drishti to be present. Let's take a breath in, lift your fingertips higher. Bend your arms into cactus as you empty. Look up, lean back, breathe in, squeeze shoulder blades, elbows together to round the upper back. One more time, breathe in to cactus. Breathe in, lean back, and then elbows together. Lift up, warrior 2. In warrior 2 is slightly different load on your legs, so you can sustain it. Notice if your eyes are busy, are they darting around the room? Can you fix them to one point and maybe over your left fingertips? Connect to your feet. Take another breath in. Maybe lunge a little lower, broaden the left knee over to the left pinky toe, and then reverse your warrior. Feel that whole left side body stretching into your side angle, Katasana, modified if you wish. Right arm overhead, your left arm lightly resting on the left thigh. Good. Let's roll the chest up, hug the ribs gently in, lower belly on. If you like, reach 2 arms to the front. Lean a little back. Notice your breath changing. Maybe different stories in your mind right now. Take 1 more in. 2 hands down to the earth, empty. Step your left leg back, breathe in, shift forwards, and lower yourself down. Up dog or cobra, strong legs, open heart, and downward facing dog to the back. Let's flow this once. Right leg lifted high to the ceiling. Breathe in. Easy tiger to your nose. Look forward, step the foot to the front. Rise on up into crescent lunge. Let's take a breath in, reach through the fingertips. Cactus your arms. Look up, lean back. Elbows together. Lift your fingertips high. And warrior 2. Flow this. Reverse your warrior. Have fun with it. Side angle. If you like, 2 arms. Breathe in. Look down. Release to your low plank or skip. Bend your elbows. Upward facing dog. To your down dog. Left leg to lift. Curl it in towards your nose. Step the foot with intention. Rise on up with a fresh breath in. Lift through the fingertips. Cactus your arms. Lean back, open. Elbows together to round, close up. Reach up. Warrior 2. Reverse. Side angle. 2 arms optional. Look down, release your hands. Step back to your low plank. Option, you can always hover the left leg if you want to make it stronger. Upward facing dog to your downward facing dog. Really good. Let's take about 2 or 3 breaths here in your down dog. Option, you can always drop into a child's pose. You never need my permission for that, right? You know that. Good. Let's calm the breath down. When you are ready to move on, in your downward facing dog, lift your right leg up and high. Enjoy that breath. Knee to your nose for your easy tiger and step the foot up to the front. Good. From here, let's take an arrowhead. Reach your fingertips back and your heart to the front. Stay connected to your core. Bring your hands to your heart center and twist yourself over to the left. You can take a hovering twist or you can hook the elbow across your right thigh. Do what feels right for you. You have about 3 breaths here. And then notice how you react to the shapes. How does your breath change? Are you lost in thoughts? Can you come back to what you're doing right now, to this very present moment? It's all we are having right now. It's all that is real. Let's empty the breath out. Let's rise on up into crescent lunge. Warrior 2, exhale. Let's reverse your warrior, straighten through your front leg. Reach your right fingertips back. If you want more, connect the back hand to the top hand. Take 1 more breath in, look up. And then into your triangle. Arms go wide. Heel to the back foot in just once. Heels align. And then reach your fingers forward, your arms, your hips to the back. Open your wings. Left arm high, right hand down. Midsection on, legs are strong. Breathe in into your top hand. Circle your top hand over your head, down in front of you. Circle your arm to the back and up as you breathe in. Forwards and down as you empty. Again, breathe in. And notice I can do this kind of like this, and there's no intention behind it. You want to do it with as much as intention as you can. Good, let's take 1 more round. Now wherever you are, finish off in your triangle. Maybe you look up and then buckle your feet down, rise up to standing. Hands to hips, bring your heels in, your toes out into a goddess. Bend into the knees. Now, just for safety, the only thing I ask you to do is roll your knees back behind you. So your knees are in the middle of your toes. Good. And then come to your own depth. To a depth where you feel challenged, but no drama created in the mind. Now place your hands onto your upper legs, just above the thighs. Straighten your arms and then lock out through your shoulders. Shoulders away from ears, belly on. Breathe in. Right shoulder forwards, left shoulder back. Oh, one of my most fast stretches. Let's come back through center, breathe in. Left shoulder forwards, right shoulder back. One more time. Through center, breathe in. Twist to the left, empty. Through center. To the left. Twist to the right. Apologize. Come back through center, breathe in. Stay as you empty. Now detach your hands, bring them into goddess arms if it feels right for you, and then find your depth. Good, sitting upright, tailbone lengthens down. And then just notice what the mind creates. 2 heels ground down, hug them in. Take 1 more breath in. You can do this, stay for the breath out. Press into your feet, rise on up to starfish. Bring your feet to parallel to one another, hands to your hips, and then shift forwards and downwards into your Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands to your outer ankles or wherever they feel comfortable. Shift your weight more into the front of the feet, but keep your heels connected down. 3 breaths for yourself. Whatever drama came up for you to the surface, they say your annoyance is always inside of you. It's not in some people or circumstances on the outside. Good. Let's sprinkle the fingertips out in front of you. Breathe in. Look to the front of the mat. Walk the fingertips forwards. Come into a low lunge and step back straight into your downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg lifted high into your easy tiger. Step your foot forwards and rise into your arrowhead. Spark fingertips back. Bring your palms together. Take your twist over to the left. Good. Take your hug if it's for you. Spin your chest up and your left hip back. Take 3 more breaths. Use the 3 components, the connection to the ground with your feet to stay present, your breath, and your eyes to one point. So you're not lost. Good. On your next breath in, let's rise up into your crescent lunge, open to your warrior 2. Let's keep on moving. Reverse your warrior, straighten the front leg. Into your Katasana. Feel free to heel to the back foot slightly up. Reach forwards, hips back, and then open through your wings. Feel free to do the circle with your arm for your shoulder mobility, or stay with your arm up. Arm goes forwards and down, and back and up. Good. Wherever you are. Notice if your mind creates busyness, or can you be here? Let this be simple. Good, and then finish your last circle with your right arm up, and then rise up to standing. Bring your feet to your goddess, and take a seat back down. Not here forever. Open your heart. Hug the heels and breathe. One more breath in. Maybe come a little lower. And then rise on up. From here, feet parallel, hands to your hips. Maybe you interlink your hands back behind you and then take your forward fold. Close your eyes. Release the bind if you have it, and then walk the hands to the front of your mat. Step back into a downward facing dog. Pedal it out a bit. We come into half pigeon from here, so lift your right leg high, and then send your right shin bone out in front of you, so your right knee lands behind your right wrist. Now, left leg can be straight back behind you. If your hips are open, your hips are parallel. If you want less, bring your left knee towards your right foot. Then your shin bone is parallel to the front of the mat. Wherever you are, take a breath in. And then maybe stay up or come forwards. Just the breath is needed here. Slow it down. Give the breath direction, so you give your mind direction. And they say like life is 10% to what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. And have you ever noticed yourself like being in a situation which you didn't quite like, and you tried to change everything around you. You tried to change the external world, and nothing changed on the inside. We can't control what's going on the outside. Like the outside world is unpredictable. Even we are unpredictable. The only thing we are in control of is how we choose to respond on the inside. It starts in our mind. Let's take one more breath in. Open the mouth, let something old go. Good. From here, we come into a high plank. So slide your hands back, tuck the back toes under, slide the right leg back to high plank, and then make your way down to the mat. Let's take a chest stretch from here. Your left arm out by your side or into a cactus shape with your left elbow in line with your left shoulder. Now look to the right, then press into the right hand, pick up your right leg and roll yourself over to the left. Option to reach your right arm up and place your right hand onto your lower back. Release those pec muscles. It's so important to release them, your chest muscles, when we do quite a few chaturangas. Let's come onto the belly again, swap sides. Your right arm goes out, straight or bend, and then roll yourself over to your right shoulder, your left hip on top of your right. Option left arm high. Take the bind. If it's for you, left hand on your lower back. Peel the left shoulder back in space. We can't change or control what's happening on the outside world. We can only change our inside. And there's a quote from Rumi, and it says, like, yesterday I wanted to change the world, today I change myself. So whoever we come in contact with, we are at different stages in our life. And when worlds collide, can we stay open and accepting? And then roll into the front body again. Come into a little cobra and then into downward facing dog. We set up for half pigeon. Lift your left leg up. Slide your left shin bone forwards. Take your right leg straight behind you if it's for you. Or bring your right knee to what's your left foot. Take a breath in. Stay up or forward fold. Release through your left glute. Stay connected to the breath, the contacts to the earth, and your drishti, your eye gaze that might be internal now. Take one more breath in. Release as you empty, feel the shift, the letting go, and then slide your hands back in. This time we roll over to the left hip, take your right leg around and come onto the back. Hug your knees into the chest. Let's take a rolling bridge just to re-stabilize the pelvis. Bring your heels underneath the knees, your knees tracking over your middle toes, and then lift up through your hips, lift up through your spine. Optional, take your arms with you as you breathe in. And as you empty, lower your spine back down your hips and your arms. Let's take about 4 more rolling bridges. Heels ground, you're still connected here, still present. One more round or so, I lost count. Breathe in and lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your favorite twist, maybe your right leg on top of your left, arms go wide. Shuffle your hips a little over to the right so your spine is nice and straight as you twist your knees over to the left. Right shoulder stays grounded. 3 to 5 breaths on your own. Honor each cycle of breath. Honor each moment. Notice when your mind drifts away. And whenever that happens, we secretly judge the moment as not exciting enough, as it's not worthy enough of our attention. Can we stay connected? And then roll onto the back again, untangle your legs, give them a little squeeze in, and then go to the other side, whatever twist you did. Happy baby pose if you wish. Tailbone heavy down. Release through the lower back, your groin to your hips, a little roll right and left. And let's set us up for Shavasana. And I know from my own experience how easy it is to skip Shavasana because we feel the distractions, they're quite real. I encourage you to stay. This is the most important time in your practice. So firstly, allow your feet to come to the mat, your knees to buckle in, arms to your side. You can definitely stay here if your lower back feels tender or if that feels yummy in your body. You can also extend your legs out to the front. If you have any blankets or pillows to place underneath your head, please do. And as you set yourself up for your final breath, trust that your body is intelligent. It does the shifting for you, the release, the letting go. Trust whatever needs shifting will be shifted. The body does the healing for you. Let yourself rest. Breaths, waking up the body, fingers, toes, take a reach with your arms overhead, be gentle, and then roll yourself over to the right, and make your way up into a seat. And placing the hands at the front of your heart center, feel the connection to the mat, to the earth, notice your breath, in your drishti, internal eye gaze. Staying connected and present to this moment because that's all we ever have. And notice how often we try to escape the present moment, dishonoring not only the moment but also worth our life. So let's bow down to this practice of yoga we are so lucky to have in our life to cultivate presence, mindfulness, attention and connection, not only to yourself but to all the people around you, your community. Let's take one more deep breath in and clear it out. thank you so much for practicing with me, for tuning in into this format. And as I said, I miss you all guys so much. I hope I see you in person anytime soon. Take care till then.